ሰላም ሰላም ውድ የቻናል ሰዎች ዛሬ አይቲ ሌቭል 5 ወይም አይቲ ሰርቪስ ማኔጅመንት ሌቭል 5 ኮርሶች ይዘን መጥተናል። እስከ መጨረሻው ድረስ እንድትከታተሉን በአክብሮት እንጠይቃለን። ወደ ኮርሶች እንሄዳለን። The first question is, workers help their co-workers with problems. The organization can provide training to key workers so they are able to be called upon informal support. But the question says that, as the question says, workers help their co-workers with problems. The organization can provide training to key workers so that they are able to be called upon informal support. So there is no any letter attached for the technicians to give that support delivery for certain organizations. So as the question implies, it's informal, so the support type is informal support. Well, second, Mr. X takes the calls, logs details, and may solve simple problems or give general advice for common problems, like advising on network availability, and the level of support provided can be categorized under, as we know, we do have 4 types of help desk support levels. So in the first help desk, level 1 help desk, they are able to solve somehow simple problems that don't need any configuration or any installation, as well as other maintenance toolkits. So they will going to solve simple problems and giving general advice for the customers who ask for support. So the answer will be level 1 help desk. Good. In the IT industry, which of the following are major reasons that the business failed to develop effective strategies? The question says that the major reasons that makes a business to fail to develop effective strategies. Allowing corporate politics to dictate priorities. If certain organization allows politics to dictate or to choose its priority, as well to select its priority, failure to understand challenge ahead, the company cannot understand the failures that it will going to face in the future. It cannot be able to design or prepare a best strategy to cope up the problems. Failure to see strategic challenge, so all of the above. So the answer will be D. Fourth, quality assurance relies on how the product is judged by manufacturer. It doesn't rely on that. Strict definition on what's acceptable and not acceptable for a product and service. One of the reasons that we do have quality assurance is to identify which is acceptable and which is not acceptable with the customers or the users. So the answer will be a strict definition of what is acceptable and not acceptable from a product or a service provided with a certain company. Good. Fifth, completing quality work increases productivity because it maximizes unwanted wastes in the production. It shouldn't be, because it should have to minimize the wastes. So B, it minimizes the time spent because producing quality work takes less time of production. It doesn't take less time. It may take numerous amount of time. C, when work is completed correctly the first time as expected, means within expected quality and expected quantity, the project does not have to spend additional funds to redo the work because it has invested the acquired knowledge and acquired time as well as acquired resources effectively. So it doesn't need any additional fund or additional time to redo the work. Careless work have to be redone after completing quality work in production or service render. It's not so. The answer will be C. Good. 6. An attempt to decrease the probability or maybe even to zero, or it may eliminating of the event occurring damage. Prevention, recovery, contingency plan, 2 ways. It's preventing an event before it occurs, so it is prevention. Okay, which of the following negatively affect customer care? it means which is bad customer handling. Make your first impression good. That's good. Always to be courteous and considerate and greet customers with a smile. That's good. Take each and every point to your customer in detail in order to make your customers understand it. It may bore the customers, so we don't have to talk each and every point in detail. So because they do have an evidence or certain clue about the service that are provided. So the answer will be C. Seventh, a requirement what a system must do or what a software should do. It is functional requirements. The other, penetrative and radical change that an organization would attempt for its development. Continuous improvement, MUDA, breakthrough improvement, relevant metrics. It is breakthrough improvement. Good. Suppose your organization is planning to expand in all dimensions regarding using of ICT. The organization assigned you to conduct a research regarding newly available technologies in the market. Which one of the following hardware and software combination is most likely be the best to be chosen? A. High speed and larger storage capacity server computer running an operating system like Windows Server 2000 and Linux or Ubuntu. B. A high speed and larger storage capacity server computer running an operating system like Windows Server 2012, Linux 2014 version. C. An average speed and medium storage capacity server computer running an operating system like Windows Server 2000, Linux and Ubuntu. D. All of the above are good enough to be chosen. Here, the question says, which is most likely to be best to be chosen? An IT technician will going to choose the based and recent version of the hardware as well as the software version for the company to be operated. So as we see, the first choice A, Windows Server 2000, Linux, Ubuntu. B, 2012 is 2000, so 2012 is more recent than 2000. As well, the large storage capacity, so the same within the storage capacity. Choice A and choice B are the same, but Linux 2012-14 version here doesn't dictate or doesn't describe which version the Linux in the Ubuntu version it use. So B will be appropriate. C it couldn't be because it has average speed and medium storage capacities. As compared with those two options, it's least to be chosen. So the answer will be B. Good. Which one of the following is not fundamental skill of manager? Interpersonal, conceptual, diagnostic, and patient. These are the fundamental skills that a manager should have. As well, impatient, the manager should have to be patient. There are many customers who may annoy you, so you have to be patient on them. So impatient is not a fundamental skill of a manager, rather it's a manager should have to avoid this behavior. 12. In providing excellent customer service, which one of the following is inappropriate? Know your product and service, that's appropriate. Say thank you, appropriate. Show respect on customers, appropriate. Legacy, getting slowed down. So you have to be active on customer service. So this is not appropriate customer service behavior. 13. When developing a disaster recovery plan, we should consult a computer business organization. We don't have to do this. Focus only on organizational profits, not about that. Identify critical systems and ensure they are restored as soon as possible. The main thing that we prepare a disaster recovery plan is identifying the disaster or the critical thing that we're going to face, as well proposing what we will going to do in case of facing such critical problems or disasters. So we may going to face fire. So what we're going to do after that as well, what we have to do before happening that problem. So identifying critical system and ensure they are restored as soon as possible is the best answer for this. Service level agreement may exist for many different structured service, but one of the following is not included: application service, infrastructure service. Then this is the answer, B is the answer. Which one of the following is not considered as business critical function? Financial system, it is business critical function. Customer service function, it is business critical. Payroll expense function. Attending regular monthly meeting is not business critical function. The manager may not have to attend regular monthly meetings. He can delegate his service on the lower level employees. 16. One of the following is an external threat: virus, corrupt and delete data. The wrong disk is formatted, destroying data and software. It is internal threat. Virus, corrupt and delete data, it's internal threat. Data and software intentionally destroyed or corrupted, it's internal threat. What's left is hackers corrupt and steal data. Hackers are the outsiders who are not authorized or who are illegally use our computer remotely, and they may corrupt our applications as well. They may steal some critical data. So the answer will be D. Good. 17. The recruitment, selection, assignment, training, development, evaluation and compensation of staff, we call it staffing. So the answer will be B. Which one of the following is not included under the aim of organizational effectiveness and efficiency? Using resource wisely in a cost of effective way. That's it. Doing the right thing at the right time, because the right thing at the wrong time is wrong. It will be managed with the time we deliver. Using maximum resources to produce the desired volume of it's not, because we are aimed to use minimum resources. Improved information flows, like using management information system. So the answer will be C. Good. 19. One of the following is not expected to be attained by an IT service manager: skill for solving unknown problems in a range of contexts, particularly in developing new approaches within new technology; basic planning skill in relation to scope, time, cost, quality, communication and risk management. It's expected to have such sort of skill. Participating in development, report and summary finding plan. Meager English literacy and communication skill in relation to analysis, evaluation and presentation of information. An IT service manager doesn't expect to have this skill, so the answer will be D. Microsoft is a software development firm. Suppose you are a system administrator of this company's branch in Ethiopia. Which one of the following would be the best possible appropriate person to whom you will going to report? Your immediate supervisor, your company's supplier, your customer, your company's lawyer. So the immediate person that the system administrator should report to is his immediate supervisor. So the answer would be A. The answer will be A. It's A, right? It's not D. In determining customer needs, which one of the following should not be fulfilled? This one. Understanding who they are, we do have to understand. Understanding what they do, we do have to, because we are going to develop certain and also give services based on their field of works. Understanding what they expect of you, understanding how they work, doesn't matter. It's not about that, right? So the answer will be D. Computer-based information system typically composed of the following elements: except people, network, procedure. These are the main things that computer-based information system included. So the answer will be D. Good. 23. A contract that binds a service provider to give a certain level of service between service provider and client is service level agreement, sponsor, stakeholder, disaster recovery. A contract that binds service provider to give certain level of service between service provider and its client. Service level agreement. This will going to specify the responsibility that the service provider should give, as well as the responsibility of the client should have to deliver to the service provider. So service level agreement is the best answer. Okay, 24. Which of the following skill is not a management skill for a system analyst? Resource management, product management, risk management. These are the management skills that the system analyst should have. Whether enterprise resource planning is not the required skill of system analyst. 25. The practice of rethinking, redesigning the way work is done to the better support of an organization's mission and reduces costs that the organization will going to invest on the production. So, identification of business proportions, business process re-engineering, arranging organizational system, value stream. So the answer will be business process re-engineering will be the answer for this. Good. A way of preventing mistakes or defects and avoiding problems when delivering solution of service to customers. Quality control, quality improvement, quality assurance, quality management plan. Prevent mistakes or defects and avoid problems when delivering solution and service to customers. Quality assurance. C is the answer. Which one of the following is the final step in conducting an applied research to solve organizational problems? Feasibility study, it's not at end, it will be done first. Statement of problem, it's done first before proposing applied research. Background of study, it's after we have selected the research area. Findings and recommendation at the last stage. 29. Suppose you are a system administrator of an organization. Which one of the following is most not critical situation regarding the system you are administrating? Securing the system in order to prevent unauthorized access is the main thing. Installing up-to-date anti-malicious software as expected. Regular backup of data expected. Installing UPS as power recovery and management is not that much critical in the system. So the answer will be D. Which one of the following is not included under quality management plan regarding the project and the project work? Quality control, quality assurance, and quality improvement, quality plans. All are included. Okay. In customer welcoming environment, all except one should be fulfilled for better customer satisfaction. Clean up the environment that's expected. Offer a greeting for the customers. Add some comfort for customers. Tell him more about you. It will going to board them, right? So this is the answer. Solution developers, business clients working together, and or a number of third-party solution developers working together. We call it project team. So the answer will be B. 33. Which of the following is not common in conducting an applied research regarding the improvement of IT structure in an organization? Acknowledge others to communicate with you verbally and non-verbally. Organizational needs and selection criteria are taken for granted. Reporting your findings to an appropriate person. Maintain a positive attitude for your research area. So this is the answer. Okay. A project plan may include a number of variables. Which one of the following is not variable of project plan? All project stakeholder. It's not variable of project plan. 35. A document that describes the purpose of new system, the potential start and compilation dates, the key stakeholder sponsor of the new system. We call it project charter. It will include the stakeholders, sponsors, potential start, completion dates, and others. So the answer will be C. The last question is, Over a period of time, a system failure may result in a program crash or loss of data. As an IT expert, you are called to restore system files and to restart the system. John the following best describe this activity. The failure or crash or loss of data has already happened. So after that, we will going to do system recovery. So this is the best that describes the question that's described above. Thanks for listening this session. Next, I will going to provide the part 2 question of the IT service level management questions. So please share, like, subscribe my channel, and you will going to get up-to-date information on IT based COCs. ሼር ላይክ ሰብስክራይብ ያድርጉ። ሌሎች ቀጣይ ጥያቄዎችን ይዘን መጣ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ስላዳመጣችሁን እናመሰግናለን። ባይ ባይ።